Welcome to Information Technology Essentials. In this lesson for Week 2 on computer hardware, we will explore the different types of computers and 5 essential form factors every IT professional needs to know, examining how fundamental computing architecture adapts to power modern technology. Welcome to Chapter 2's deep dive into computer form factors. While all computers share the core hardware architecture of CPU, memory, storage, and I/O, how those components are packaged depends entirely on the use case. In this session, we will examine personal computing devices like desktops and laptops, high-reliability enterprise servers, mobile systems on a chip, and embedded hardware, helping you understand key design trade-offs to select the right platform for any business requirement. Let's begin by comparing the 2 most common personal computing form factors, desktop computers and laptops. Desktops remain stationary at an office desk or workstation, offering modular components that make upgrades and component replacements straightforward. With ample physical space and superior cooling, desktops deliver high raw performance without battery limitations. In contrast, laptops integrate the display, keyboard, and trackpad into a compact chassis, trading off internal upgradability and peak thermal headroom for complete portability. For IT departments, deploying laptops involves clear trade-offs. On the plus side, laptops empower employees to work from anywhere, using built-in battery power, minimize desktop footprint, and deploy quickly without requiring extra peripherals. However, they come at a higher cost per unit of compute power compared to desktops, feature internal components that are difficult or impossible to upgrade, and carry a much higher risk of physical drops, loss, or device theft. Moving into infrastructure, what makes a server different from personal computing hardware? Servers are specialized machines built to serve other systems across a network continuously, reliably, and at scale. They incorporate redundant components such as dual power supplies and error-correcting memory to prevent downtime. Most servers are rack-mounted in climate-controlled data centers and managed remotely without local monitors or keyboards, ensuring mission-critical enterprise services remain operational 24/7. To understand how servers operate in production, consider the client-server architecture. Client devices, including laptops, desktops, and mobile smartphones, send requests across a local network or the Internet. The central server receives these requests, processes the business logic or database query, and returns the appropriate response data back to the client. This architecture allows organizations to centralize data security, access control, and computing resources efficiently. Mobile devices like smartphones and tablets have become the most prevalent computing platforms in the world, driven by a design priority of maximum power efficiency. They rely on system-on-a-chip, or SoC, architecture, where the CPU, GPU, memory, and specialized processing engines are consolidated onto a single silicon die. This design dramatically cuts power consumption and physical footprint, allowing pocket-sized devices to deliver intensive graphics, real-time navigation, and seamless multitasking. Embedded systems represent another critical computing category. An embedded system is a dedicated computer built to perform a specific, focused function within a larger machine. These microcontrollers operate all around us, managing vehicle engine timing and anti-lock brakes in automotive systems, controlling smart thermostats and IP cameras in automated facilities, regulating pacemakers and infusion pumps in medical environments, and driving precision robotics in industrial manufacturing. While embedded devices are essential, they introduce significant cybersecurity risks that IT teams frequently overlook. Many embedded microcontrollers lack the processing capacity and memory needed to run modern endpoint security software, and their firmware is rarely patched. A compromised smart device can serve as an attacker's gateway into your broader environment. As an IT best practice, always isolate embedded hardware on dedicated, secured network segments and monitor them continuously. Let's summarize Chapter 2. We explored how standard computing architecture is adapted across different form factors, from modular desktops and mobile laptops to redundant enterprise servers, highly integrated mobile SoCs, and specialized embedded controllers. In our next session, we'll examine Moore's Law and the rapid pace of hardware innovation. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to keep building your foundational IT skills.